Hi, I'm Cyd Tokar with the Education Division of the Appell Center for the Performing Arts. And today we're going to do a little activity to sort of keep your mind off of things that are happening around in the world. An ancient Japanese legend says that if you fold 1,000 paper cranes, you can make a wish and that wish will come true. People often use this technique to wish someone well who might be in the hospital, who might be sick. It feels like the whole world is sick right now. So I'm going to show you how to make some paper cranes. And you can take some time to make those and make your wish. You're going to start with a piece of paper, regular 8.5 by 11 paper, and we're going to fold it into an exact square. If you have paper that's already square, you can skip this step. To make sure you have a square, fold your paper from the corner on down, making sure you get a nice snug fold. We're going to eliminate this section of the paper. Use your fingernail to make a nice tight crease. And you can use scissors to cut it off here, or just simply fold it back and forth a bunch of times in a little grade school method. So, we've already got our first fold done. You're going to fold it into your triangle, unfold it. Now fold your triangle in the other direction to create creases on the paper. We'll be doing a couple of different types of folds today. The most basic are a mountain fold and a valley fold. As you can see, when the crease goes down into a valley, that's a valley fold. Flip it upside down, it becomes a mountain fold. So we've done our creases on the triangle in the same direction. We're going to flip the paper upside down, and now we're going to put creases in the rectangular direction. Again, using your fingernail to make a nice crisp crease. Now you're going to take your paper and you're going to fold it along the creases and flatten it this way. I'll show you that one more time. So the ridges on the corners are going to come together, and flatten out. So once you have this, you've got your open side and the folded side. You're going to take the open side, I'm going to fold it like this. You're going to bring one layer over to meet, the corner is going to meet the center crease. And we're going to do that on both sides. Again, using your fingernail to make a nice sharp crease. Flip it over and do that again over here. So again, this outside corner folds in to meet the crease that you created on the inside. Sort of looks like a little kite, doesn't it? We're going to take this top flap of the kite and fold it straight along this edge here. And it looks like a little birdie. Unfold that and fold it again in the opposite direction, which gives you a nice crease in both directions for the next step. Unfold that back to your kite. Now this is where it gets a little complicated. You're going to unfold these flaps on one side, lift up one layer so that it goes against this crease. These two sides are going to fold in the opposite way so it looks like a little boat. And that boat is then going to flatten out. over. Do that again on the other side. Unfold your flaps. Lift up one layer. Go fold it in the opposite direction along that crease and along these two creases to create your little boat, and flatten it out. There we go. So now you have two flaps with this in the center, and what looks like an open little legs on the side. So down here where the little legs are, again, you're going to take this outside corner and fold it in to the center crease. You don't want to go all the way to the crease. You want to leave a little bit of space in between the folded edge here and the center, and that's going to make it a little bit easier to do some of the next steps. If it overlaps too much, it's going to get a little too crowded with some with the paper layers in between. So again, take your outside corner, fold it over to the edge, give it a nice crease. Flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. Again, make sure you're not coming all the way to the center of the crease, leave just a little bit of a gap there. So now you've got this happy little chorus girl doing a little dance. Now we're going to take this, you're going to take one of the legs of our chorus girl, and she's going to do a high kick right up and over her head like this. Make a nice crease down there. Do the same thing with the other leg. Another high kick, and give it a nice sharp crease. Now this crease here, we're going to open up the side and flip that crease up. And this is where it's important to have that extra gap, because we're going to fold it in on itself here. Do the same thing on the other side. Open it up, fold against that chorus line crease we just made, and fold it right in half. Now you're going to decide one of these is going to become a head and one will become a tail, whichever you prefer. And this is, you're going to stick your fingernail in there and give it a little inside out crease like that to create a head. Again, it's just a matter of folding it down in on itself and giving it that little crease. And then we fold down the wings, one on each side. You got your head, you got your tail. You have your first of 1,000 paper cranes. Pick some nice brightly colored paper, different sizes. You can make little tiny cranes, medium cranes, bigger cranes, whatever you like. String them all together and hang them up somewhere, or just make 1,000 paper cranes, put them in a box, and make your wish.